How long should your blog post be? This is a question that I get every now and then, and I figured I'd make a video on this. There's no specific number that a blog post should be to be able to get ranked on Google. Okay? And what we're talking about, we're referring to the length in words. There is no certain amount. However, you do have indications as to how big it should be based on the topic at hand. So, for example, here we have an article about everything you need to know about taking steroids. This is an article on my website you could see here, and you could see that based on the topic, guys, everything you need to know. I mean, you could just literally hear it. Everything you need to know. There's obviously going to be a lot of information. A blog like this, on this scale, is going to require 5,000 or more words because you're literally trying to cover every single possible topic. But a separate blog, like a question-based blog, like how many milligrams do I need to take of testosterone per month, that's more of a direct answer. It could be, less than 1,000 words. So it really just depends on, number one, the topic of the blog post, okay? On average, what we tend to see on the internet is that blog posts, on average, once again, it's between like 1,500 to 1,750 words, okay? You don't necessarily gain more points when you create more content in a blog post. So for people that think that you could just stuff more and more information into your blog post, that doesn't necessarily always help you. So be aware of that. That's something to keep in mind. However, something that I will say is just because you think that a topic requires a lot of information, that's not necessarily the case. Of course, there's an average, right? That average, like I said, is between 1,500 to 1,750, but it depends completely on the topic. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you also want to look at your competitors. So if I search this topic on Google, okay, I can go over here and see what other articles and what other articles there are and how long they are. So, and I'm specifically referring to the size of the article. So here, this is an article from Muscle and Fitness. It says everything you need to know about taking anabolic steroids, which is pretty much the same title as mine. If I look here, okay, these guys, I can go over here and type in word blog post counter, okay, or online word blog post counter. I can go over here, maybe there's a different, I believe, article, article word counter. There's all these programs, but I could take the link of the article, okay, and copy and paste it into Google, okay, or not Google, into like a software, and it will tell me how much. I could tell you that this blog post, right, I look at it and I can give more information than this, right, but something you always want to do is look at your competitors, see how much words they're doing, and don't always do more, but understand the concept of how much they're doing and why they're doing it, and see if you can improve on what they offer. Remember, the golden rule at the end of the day is Google is always going to pick the article that provides more context and content in a better way for the end reader. So it's not always about words and quantity of words, but it's about what you can do with those words. So if you can bring to the consumer a better solution or a better end product with less work, then go ahead and do that, right? Google wants to just put the best articles forward, and instead of thinking about size of your articles, think about what your article needs to be like in order to be at the top, all right?